In this video, we're going to talk about who will win the Europa League. So before starting, please like the video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. In European soccer, the Europa League is the second most important club competition after the Champions League. From its inception in 1971 as the UEFA Cup, it's been competed for on an annual basis. In 2009, it was renamed the Europa League to reflect its new status as a European competition. The competition will begin with a group stage that will feature 32 teams. These teams will have earned their spots in the tournament, either by advancing through the qualifying rounds or by securing an automatic spot based on their performance in the league or cup competitions in their home countries. The team who finishes in second place in each group, together with the 8 teams that didn't advance to the next round of the Champions League, compete in the playoffs for the knockout phase. The champions of each group advance directly to the round of 16. The winners of those playoffs will move on to the round of 16, which will be followed by quarterfinal and semifinal matches that are played over 2 legs. Due to the interruption caused by the World Cup in 2022, the conclusion of this season will not take place until the 31st of May in 2023. This is almost 3 weeks later than it would have been otherwise. Who will take home the trophy for the Europa League in 2022-23? The odds are stacked against Manchester United taking home the trophy for that season's Europa League competition. In 2017, Jose Mourinho led the Red Devils to victory and they went on to win the trophy. 4 years later, they made it all the way to the final. In his first season at Old Trafford, Erik ten Hag will be motivated to bring home a piece of silverware. Arsenal, United's adversary in the Premier League and a team that finished just outside the top 4 in the previous campaign, will be a formidable opponent for United. Mourinho's Roma, who won the very first iteration of the Europa Conference League, will also be hoping to make a run at the title. Real Betis and Real Sociedad, both of which are based in Spain, are considered long shots at this point, whilst Union Berlin and Freiburg will represent Germany and the Bundesliga as they look to replicate Eintracht Frankfurt's success from the previous year. Check out our guide if you're interested in learning more about how to bet on soccer, including the Champions League and other events like the Premier League and La Liga. Who has the most victories in the Europa League? Sevilla has won more UEFA Cups and Europa League titles than any other side in the competition's history. The Spanish team now holds a commanding lead with 6 victories, all of which have occurred since the year 2006. Between 2014 and 2016, Sevilla won 3 consecutive titles in a row. Inter, Liverpool, Juventus, and Atletico Madrid are tied for second place on the list, each having won 3 trophies. Behind them comes a group of 9 clubs that have won 2 championships each. The UEFA Cup and the Europa League have been won by a combined total of 29 clubs from 11 different countries. The most individual champions have come from England and Germany, with 5 clubs from each country taking home the trophy. However, thanks to Sevilla's triumph, Spain has produced the most champions overall with 13. Benfica and Marseille. Benfica and Marseille have both lost 3 times in the championship game, which puts them in a tie for the most number of times to finish in second place. The trophy hasn't been claimed by either camp yet. In all 6 championship games that they've competed in to this point, Sevilla has emerged victorious every time. Favorite teams to take home the cup. Number 5, Ajax. A poor run in the Champions League for Ajax culminated in a loss to Napoli by scores of 6-1 and 4-1. which followed Erik ten Hag's departure from the club and the loss of other important players from the starting 11 from the previous season 4. Manchester United, despite the fact that they'll be strong contenders to win the Europa League since they still have a lot of skill in their roster and are capable of competing with some of the bigger clubs in the Europa League for the championship of the tournament. Number 4, Manchester United. Another major team that is in the running to win the competition is Manchester United. If they're successful, this will be their second win in the Europa League. Their first victory came in the 2016-17 season when Jose Mourinho coached them and they defeated Ajax 2-0 in the championship game. The Red Devils presently sit in second place in their group with 12 points after a perfect record of 5 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss in the Europa League thus far. They're only 1 point behind Real Sociedad. They will automatically advance to the knockout stage of the competition if they win the last group match against Real Sociedad by a score differential of 2 goals or more. Number 3. Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad is now in first place in the Europa League table with 15 points, and they have yet to be defeated in the competition. They're currently in 4th position in La Liga. The Basque side has shown a tendency to collapse in recent years, as was shown in both of their previous league seasons, and while this doesn't mean that they can't surprise any naive club, it does mean that they're more likely to lose. Despite this, we know we can trust on them since they have the ability to win the championship. Number 2. FC Barcelona. After a dismal run in the Champions League, they were only able to record 2 victories and a draw out of the competition's 5 matches. Overall, they suffered 3 losses. They had a fantastic transfer market during the summer, and they currently have one of the strongest squads competing in the Europa League. So the Catalans will try to get back on track in the competition and make up for lost ground. They're currently in 2nd place in La Liga, trailing only their bitter rivals Real Madrid by a single point. Number 1. Arsenal. It would appear that Arsenal has the best chance of winning the Europa League out of all the clubs who are currently competing in the competition from the group stage onward. The squad, which is coached by Mikel Arteta and has improved year after year, will look at this competition as their best opportunity to win the first trophy in Europe. Although they would have liked to be playing in the Champions League, they were eliminated from that competition in the final few rounds of the Premier League season that just ended. They've gotten off to a terrific start in the English League, which is an indication that they have a decent chance of winning the championship. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. Please like the video and remember to subscribe to our channel for future updates. Thank you.